Hey guys, welcome to Testing Academy. My name is Pramod, and in this video, we are creating our REST API automation framework, guys, from scratch. And this is the part 3 where we will basically discuss how to make a GET request using our API automation framework for rest assured that we have made. Right, guys, I'm super excited to share this. It is very important to understand. I'm gonna do a live demo in front of you. So let's jump into the code and see there. All right. All right. Yes, guys. So before moving on, this is the folder structure that we guys are using for API automation framework, right? So we have already created one uh, person model, right? Which is the Pojo class, right? And in the helper, most of the time, what we have is that we have a person service helper. What is it? So this is the most important file actually. And I'm gonna show you why, right? So we're gonna create a person service, person, not it's helper actually. Sorry. So helper, right? So this is the most important file, and because it all the requests that we are seeing, get request, post request, patch request, delete request, all these requests, common methods are in this file, which is person service helper. This is a Pojo class. Will be just to use to map the keys and nothing else in that case, right? So this is the first test case that we are writing. So I'm going to write in front of you, which is test get person, right? So configuration manager we have already seen in the previous video, endpoints we have already seen in configuration property, and that we have already done. These things we have already done in the POM XML, right? So let's start with the most so let me go through it. So this is the endpoint that we have made. This is the person helper, which is the most important file, and this is the get. Basically, this is the test method of get request, right? So where we are making a get request. So let me show you where we are making it, right? Uh, let's move on to localhost 8081, and we are basically making two-person requests. So that's what we are making a request, right? Make sense? All right. So let's jump into IntelliJ and start with our uh, test.get, right? All right. So let's start with it. So what we are gonna do here is that uh, first of all, we need to create a so what we are doing here is basically we need a person helper. Let's make it person helper, right? And we are gonna create an instance of it, right? And we are gonna use a method of before class. So when we are starting it, right? Whenever we are starting it, we need to run a particular method. What is this method will do? And I'm gonna explain you in a simple manner. Let me show you where it is, right? And here is this method, and I'm going to write a test method, which is our test ng, right? And this will be our, let's say, public void, and we're going to use test, right? And that will be get get all person, right? So we are going to write this thing. So let's complete the person helper first, right? So that you will have more understanding what's exactly going on, right? So now in this person helper, what we need to basically read the config variables here, right? We need to config variables, and we need to tell them rest assured about the URL and the port that we are using, right? Port. So we are using the port as of now 8081. So that we need to tell. So you can give any port that you want, and right. So let's do these tasks first. And the third task will be basically get basically it will be like making a get request on this URL, and basically send the data to test with test get person, right? So what we are going to do is that we're going to send all the data, all the person that we are getting, right? So right now we have only one person, right? So all the person that we are making, we will basically read the URL and port, will make a request, get request, and will basically send all the data to this test get person, right? So this is the thing that we need to do, and this is one of the important file that we need to make. right? So let's start with our first thing, which will be basically reading from config manager, right? So I'm gonna quickly write. So we're gonna use public static, and all the things are basically string in this case, and we're gonna use config manager, right? Dot class, sorry, config. We are not creating an instance of it. We are using config manager directly. Um, config, right? We're gonna use get instance, and this is the method that we need to use, right? So let's see what is the config that we have written here. It's base underscore URL, right? So we need to mention base underscore URL, and that's all, right? So let's copy again this thing, and here second line is port, and we're gonna write port in that case, right? So now we will able to read this whenever we want. So whenever the object of this person service helper will be created, we will basically have these variables set automatically, right? Yes or no? No. Yes. All right. All right. So public, we're gonna create the constructor for it, and we're gonna set the basically we are gonna tell the rest assured what are the default base URL. So base URL is our base URL, and rest assured you need to tell the port also. So what is the port? Small port actually. Okay, it equal to let's, and we're gonna do small port, and here in the equal part you need to tell port, right? But the problem here is it's string, so we need to change it to integer dot pass, right? So let's make it integer dot pass, right? One more thing, since we are using a local host, because we are already creating our own APIs, right? So that's why we need to do a relax HTTPS validation in that case. Make sense, right? So now nothing. Now the only thing remaining is get making a rec. Now this is done, right? So this is done, and we need to make the second request, which is basically make it get request. So this will return a list of what it will return a list of persons, right? And we'll say get all person, right? And here it's very simple one, right? Now what you need is you need response. You're gonna type response. We're gonna call rest assured now. Rest assured dot given, right? And we need to mention content. We need to tell them content type is content type dot JSON, right? And where we'll make a get request, we need to tell by using endpoint. So and where it is endpoint dot get endpoints. Yes, it's endpoints dot get all person, right? So and yes, and we gonna return this, right? It looks strange, so let's make it like this so that you will able to understand. Nothing fancy. These are all things that we have already done in the previous video, right? I will suggest you guys to if you are not following it right properly, just to make sure you are doing it right. Now this is the interesting part. We need a type because we want to convert it, because right now what we are getting is we are getting in the response, we are getting all the things in person, right? So we are gonna use this type reference that I have told you earlier, right? So we're gonna use this will return a list of list, and this is the syntax is very complex, so make sure you do it properly in that case. And we're gonna use this one dot get type, and here yes, right? So what we are telling here is that we are using a type reference. We are gonna return the list of persons as a, and we gonna get the type of it, right? So the type will be here. So whatever the type that we have, and why we are doing this, because we need to map this, because we need to return all the persons, right? With the Pojo, right? And that we can do it by using this thing. So, and we're gonna do response dot as type, and here you need to tell the type. What is the type of it? So whatever the response that we have all the person, and this is the type that we are expecting. So we need to mention here, right? And here you need to return, what is it? What you need to return? You need to do person list, right? So this is done. And this is our first method, which will basically eventually will become a step, right? And step right now we haven't added LR, so that's why it's basically telling. So it will eventually become right, but this is the this will make a get all request, right? So it's very similar to the get request that we are making here by using this simple thing. Yeah. So this is a get all, right? That we are doing. All right. Now let's do one thing. Uh, if you want to see the config properties, I have already shown you. Endpoints are this. So the first one we are using. Second one, we're gonna use a dynamic path param. And for update also, we're gonna use path param. One more thing, guys, if you are facing some issue with the resource, let me show you the config manager, right? So config, I have used slash config properties, and here in the pom.xml, you can use build resource. So you need to mention that, okay, this is the resource that I'm using. So this is the resource, and here is the config property that we're gonna use in that case. So we have a resource which is very much outside the project, right? So that anyone can look into it and check it out if they want to do it. Make sense, right? Yes. So now let's do it quickly. So in the init method of test, this is a test method, right? Now what we need to do is that we need to basically create the instance of it, right? So when we create the instance of it, this will basically run this constructor, and this will basically set the base URL. It will set the base port. It will basically, right? So base URL will be from this config file. This port will be from this file for everything will be set up already. Now in the test one, we just need to do a quick test. So we are expecting what we are expecting. We are expecting a list of person, right? And we are expecting a person list, and we are basically making the request from get all person, right? And I'm gonna do some assertions. So you can directly call small assertion. It will be assert not null, right? So I'm just checking if it is not null in that case. And here you can also add message like person is not empty, right? Similarly, I can do one more thing, which is assert false. So why I'm doing assert false? So basically dot is empty. So list, it is a list, right? Non empty true. So this is how we are checking it, right? So this is how you can do it. And let me reiterate again. So what we have done here is that we have created a public constructor. We have just set the rest assured variables. Here the method that we have used here, we have made a request. We have converted using type reference. We have got the type of this person, and we have mentioned has this type. So for response, we have told, okay, this is a type that we are expecting, and this is the list that we are getting. And in the test, the whatever the list that we are getting, we are basically checking it's not null and it's not empty in that case. Make sense? And let me show you one more thing we can do. We can log this everything so that you guys can understand what is going on. So we are gonna use log in that case. Make sense? So let me quickly run and see if we are getting some errors or something like this. All right. Okay. 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 So what are this? Let me. What is okay? So these are things we don't want as of now. We can add, guys. We can also add HTTP status, but that is fine right now. We are just fetching the list and checking it. Okay. So I'm running the test. So you can add more assertions. So let me show you how you can add the more assertions here with your response. Right, so our test case is passing. We are making this request and everything works fine, which means our here what you can do is that when you are making a request, right? So you have a response here. You can also add one assertion, assert equal, and we're gonna do response dot get status. So you can see like lots of status code that we seen, right? And here you can use STPP. So you don't need to type or enter the constants, they already provide you, right? They provide you in the HTTP, what is it? HTTP status dot SC OK, which is basically status code OK. And you can also add a message OK, whatever it is, right? So you can also verify like this also, right? So we have added into this, right? So everything will work fine. And we have just added 200 in that case, nothing else. So no need to rerun. I know, I hope you have learned something new in this video, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll basically work with post request and patch, delete, and we'll finish up our API automation. And after that, in the next videos, we're gonna write some integration scenarios, right? If you are following me, guys, trust me, this is one of the framework that we have used, and trust me, it's gonna help you a lot. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in the next video.